So red flags and green flags. So you have, again, the three prerequisites, sorry, and the three deal breakers, right? And these are the must-haves and the must-not-haves. But you still have to be aware of red flags and green flags. If somebody is constantly disrespectful to people, if someone is constantly, let's say they're like just really aggressive drivers, like constant road rage, constantly just let's say they're the kind of person who they're with you and they're nice to you, but then everyone else they're gossiping about them. They're telling all their friends and family secrets. That's a red flag. You don't want because then you tell them something and you don't know who they're gossiping about you to. You want to make sure that there's someone who comes to you when they have problems and talks to you versus telling all their coworkers, telling all their friends. You want to make sure that if you're dating a guy or a girl that they have a good family relationship if they have a relationship with their family at all, but it's not so close that they can't make a decision without their family. You know what I mean? Because that's a
Right.
big problem and that's a huge reason I see people get divorced is the mother's in charge of everything or the family money or the family legacy, the family business. There's a lot of things to look out for red flags. A habit of white lies. If someone's constantly telling little white lies about things that don't matter, then they're going to probably be telling really big ones if they can't tell the truth about a little one. Green flags, though, just being just empathetic, let's say, like you get in an argument and they're a good communicator. They're someone who actually is able to talk things out in a rational way. Someone who has a growth mindset. Someone who, when they make a mistake, they take accountability. That's a big one. If someone takes accountability for their own mistakes, that's hard. No one wants to be wrong. But if they can do that, it shows that they're probably going to be good in a relationship too. So keeping an eye out for positive and negative traits that aren't just shallow. It's like, oh, they chew with their mouth open. Okay, can you fix that? I think so. Right? Not being too picky, but just being aware so you don't get stuck in something that could be very toxic.
Yeah. Just on that accountability one. So obviously accountability, really important, and making mistakes, failing in life is how we learn from things. So
Mhm.
having the accountability to look at it and go, yeah, I messed up there and this is what I'm going to learn from it.
Yeah.
But especially in relationships, and we look at arguments. So maybe there's a conflict in the relationship and it descends into an argument. People will often take accountability, but not actually think that they've done anything wrong. So they might say,
Right.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Just to stop the argument and to
Yeah,
move on with the relationship. What's the damage? What's the potential damage in doing that?
that's a great question. And yeah, I do. I see that a lot, and I've experienced that also in relationships myself. It's bad because you can apologize and then not take action to actually fix what just happened from happening again. Because let's put it this way, if you're in a very emotional relationship with someone, which is love, marriage, dating, living together, you're going to come into arguments, you're going to come into conflict. But having boundaries and parameters so it doesn't become a fight is the most important thing because then there's less to apologize for later if you have those boundaries, like no name calling, no bringing up the past. And, I've been guilty of these things. I got a mouth on me. I'm from New York, so I've made mistakes myself where it's like, okay, I really shouldn't have gone that far. I really should have gone for the jugular like I did. But you have to learn and you have to just get better and better and better. And if you're not working on those things you're apologizing for, you're setting yourself up to really disappoint this person and it's going to lead to resentment and or the end of a relationship. So setting parameters about how you fight fair, letting one person speak and then the other, even going in separate rooms writing a letter could be a great way to do that and not bringing others into the relationship either when there's a fight because then when you talk to that friend later or that family member later, they're gonna be like, well, didn't you just say that she did this? Didn't you just say he did that? And then they're gonna make you look stupid, essentially, when you make up with the person. So keeping it between the two of you or a third party that's like a counselor is the best way to go about it so that you don't have to add drama that isn't necessary.